Night shifts at the city morgue. That's when everything, except for the buzz of fluorescent lights, feels like it's been dead for 100 years. They hum like a trapped bumblebee in a jar, casting gray-green halos that burn into your vision. I'm Orlando, a mortician with no illusions. Formalin is my cologne, and a rubber apron is my tie. It's 11:17 p.m. when they wheel in body number 3127 on a cracked stretcher. A woman, mid-20s maybe, thin wrists, ruby dust under her nails, like she'd been tending geraniums. The intake sheet mutters, MVC, multiple injuries, unidentified. Dr. Vargas, the shift supervisor, signs off in a hurry and heads off to inhale some coffee. I'm left alone with the dead girl and the silence. So still, you can hear the fridge doors shiver in the hallway draft. I crack open the embalming case and hook up the drainage hose. A crimson stream snakes down the tube to the floor grates. Then something flares behind my eyes. A scent. Jasmine. Sticky, warm air of a night alley. A street lit by the neon glow of oasis, and a woman's laughter that suddenly cuts off in a strangled rasp, like someone's throat is being crushed. I blink. Still in the morgue, but my knees are shaking like I just ran the stairs during fire drill. I log it as standard embalming procedure, though my hands won't stop shaking. I push the first syringe of formalin in, and the girl's eyelids twitch. Just for a split second, it looks like her lashes flutter. Then another flash. A taxi number. White digits 93 Tamaro 2 on black. Wet asphalt. Neon arrows flashing across a storefront, and I'm seeing it all through her eyes. My forehead drips with sweat. Formalin suddenly reeks of engine grease. I stagger back and slam my shoulder into the steel table. Rubber on metal squeals through the morgue. No jasmine anymore, just that cold metallic tang. Nerves, I tell myself. Still, I check her personal effects. A torn receipt. Oasis bar, 10:56 p.m., 2 martinis. My throat tightens. That bar is right off the highway, near the crash site. Midnight. Vargas is off signing papers in the admin block. I sit at the security desk, pulling footage from the city's traffic cam archive, a habit I picked up helping families trace missing people. At 10:58, outside Oasis, a white taxi with plate 9302 pulls up. She gets in. The driver walks around, tall guy in a dark turtleneck. The car drives off. At 11:06, that same taxi runs a red, right into a freight truck. The footage ends in a burst of headlights. I close the video. My heart's hammering louder than the old dot matrix printer and records. If these flashbacks are clues, I have to follow them through. The old landline at the desk croaks when I call a private cab dispatcher. Using a fake name, I wrangle the garage address. 15 minutes later, in the rain, I'm standing in front of a rusted sheet metal hangar. Under a tarp, a white Toyota. Left side scratched up, but someone's just buffed it to a mirror shine. On the rear bumper, faint ruby specks, almost invisible under the lacquer. In the corner, a box of medical tools. Hospital logo stamped on the lid. Same hospital where Vargas works. Ice crawls up my spine. He declared it an accident, but was polishing the murder car an hour later. I pull out my small point and shoot, the one I use for next of kin IDs. Click. A burst of photos. Blood flecks, license plate, taxi company sticker. The memory card is warm in my palm. At 4 a.m., I'm back. Vargas is rifling through drawers in the hall. Lose your syringes, Orlando? His voice oily, his forehead glistening. My eyes flick to the desk. The system admin's USB is still in the computer. He's been checking the footage. He knows that I know. I hand him my formalin-stained lab coat. Our fingers brush. Suddenly, the world flips like a film reel in reverse. For a blink, I see through his eyes. The night, the wheel jerking, the girl thrashing in the passenger seat. Nails scraping the window. The crash, her jaw cracking, and Vargas screaming, "It's her own damn fault." I gasp and pull away. He smiles. "You need sleep, son. Formalin'll mess with your head." Darkness folds around the walls. But all I can think now is, get the evidence out. Right before the shift change, I hide the memory card and the bar receipt inside a yellow biohazard bag, the oldest trick in the book. Outside, the dawn trash truck waits. The driver lets me borrow his phone to call my wife. Instead, I dial 911, blocked caller. By noon, a detective calls. Received the materials. We're on it. His voice crackles like unraveling gauze. I come back that evening. The morgue glows under a cobalt sky, and the crickets chew on the overhead wires. The front lobby smells like burnt coffee, but it's strangely empty. No Vargas, no night guard. Inside the cold chamber, the usual hum is gone. Just this fragile, ringing pause. On a gurney, a sheeted body with no ID. The intake sheet, blank. I lift the sheet. Vargas. Blue lips, cloudy eyes, scratch marks on his hands. Under cause of death, someone's penciled in. Asphyxiation. Apparent suicide. But before shock hits, something else does. Someone else's memory, brighter than any before. It sears through my brain like acid. A room, dark, a rope around a neck, a flash drive spinning in trembling fingers. Police video chat ends on screen. We know, doctor. The noose tightens, legs buckle, a torn breath, black spots, snap. Back in the present, I grab the edge of the table, temples on fire, and I realize, it's not just a dead woman anymore. Every corpse is an open hard drive. I try to catch my breath. The jasmine fades into cigarettes and antiseptic. Cold drawers begin sliding out on their own. Drawer 5, 6, 7. They crawl like metal tongues, each tagged, unidentified. Shadows thicken, like oil under blacklight, and with every drawer, another spark hits my brain. A drowning scream, the snap of fire, the shriek of a blade. They all want one thing. Someone to tell the truth. A truth the police won't listen to. And I understand. The night won't end. The morgue is full of stories, each one a buzzing bee breaking through my skull. For the first time this shift, I'm actually afraid. But I peel off my gloves, pick up the first folder from the new arrivals, and press record. Patient number 3128, unidentified. Let's find out who they were, before they went silent. The lights buzz louder than usual. And somewhere, faint as breath, jasmine creeps up from the floor. Echo of the girl who started it all. I flip on the formalin pump, and the gears of memory begin turning again. The night morgue waits for new stories. If you made it all the way to the end, then you're exactly the kind of person I'm looking for. Hit that subscribe button. It really means a lot to me. I hope I can keep bringing you more stories, to make you smile, or maybe, to scare you.